What exploration claims existed before the Treaty of Tordesillas? Imagine a world where countries are racing to claim new lands, and the map is still being drawn. Before the Treaty of Tordesillas was signed in 1494, both Spain and Portugal had already made bold claims to unknown territories. Portugal had set its sights on Africa and Atlantic islands after the 1479 Alcacovas Treaty, which ended a war over succession in Castile. That treaty gave Portugal rights to lands south of the Canary Islands, including parts of Africa and Atlantic islands. Portuguese explorers had been sailing along Africa's coast since the early 1400s, building knowledge and trade routes. They also had secret knowledge of lands across the Atlantic, possibly even Brazil, before Spain officially discovered it. The famous voyage of Pedro Álvares Cabral in 1500 officially reached Brazil, but some believe Portuguese sailors knew about it earlier. Maps created shortly after the treaty, like the Cantino Planisphere of 1502, show the Brazilian coast and even parts of North America like Florida. Portuguese explorers such as João Fernandes Lavrador and the Courtrill brothers explored Greenland, Labrador, and Newfoundland, claiming these lands for Portugal. On the other side, Spain's claims began with Christopher Columbus's voyages starting in 1492. Columbus reached islands in the Caribbean and reported his findings to Spain's monarchs. Spain quickly took control of the Caribbean islands like Hispaniola and moved into the mainland, encountering advanced civilizations like the Aztec and Maya. Spain sought papal support to legitimize its claims, leading Pope Alexander VI to issue bulls in 1493 that granted Spain rights to lands west of a certain line. This initially favored Spain over Portugal. As both nations explored and claimed lands, conflicts arose over overlapping claims, especially in the Atlantic and the Americas. These disputes pushed both countries to negotiate and create a division. The result was the Treaty of Tordesillas, which moved the papal line of demarcation further west, giving Portugal rights to Brazil, Africa, and Asian routes, while Spain gained most of the Americas. So, before the treaty, Portugal had claims along Africa and possibly parts of the American continent, while Spain had already laid claim to the Caribbean and lands discovered by Columbus. These early claims, supported by treaties and papal authority, set the stage for the division of the New World. This division would influence the language, culture, and politics of Latin America for centuries to come.